So let's just say this. You have your kids and you're wondering, are they using drugs? Are they having sex? And then you run into their diary.
Uh-oh.
Is it ever okay as a parent to search through your child's diary to figure out what they're doing? Is that crossing the line?
I think it matters what's going on with the kid. If the kid has been lying to you about taking drugs and you're seeing all kinds of signs and their grades are falling and you're really, really, really concerned with your kid, with your kid's safety and health, I don't think you should spare anything to find out.
But there has to be one area, one place where there's trust. And I think the diary is that if you cross that line, you start going into the diary, then you've lost communication, you've lost that trusting relationship.
And what if you actually search your child's diary because you suspected they were doing drugs or having sex, and then you read it and it says something to the extent of, my mom thinks that I'm doing drugs, she doesn't trust me, and I'm actually a good kid at heart. Then all of a sudden, it may be good for you to know, but that trust that you've built your whole life trying to get with your child is gone.
Yeah, but what about the flip side? What about if you find out that they're drug dealing?
No, but Lisa, there are other signs. I think both as a mother, as a parent, as a doctor.
Here's my question. Whose parents did that to them? Because my stepmother did it to me, and I've never forgiven her. Never. I was 17.
She went through your diary?
She went through my stuff, and I felt completely violated.
But why did she do
So that's why you're the
Because
It doesn't
they
matter.
thought I was sleeping with my
It doesn't matter.
boyfriend. And by the way, it didn't help the situation. It made it a million times worse. And within, I would say, the next couple weeks, I think my dad threw me out of the house. It was one of the worst fights we'd ever had. And I didn't speak to them for 10 years.
Well, I
so
think
I just think
I think
it's not the way to go. I
to
don't
go
think
a
it's the way to
step further,
help.
don't go through their cell phone or the computer either.
No,
I don't agree with that.
Or with your significant
I gotta
other
disagree with
either.
you there. Every parent should be your kid's Facebook friend. We should be following them on Twitter. We should be this is not private. Facebook is for 400,000 people to read, okay? This is public.
Yeah, I agree.
This is for
I know
them.
it is, but then you're getting too much into your kid's life.
What about a private text message?
But the rest of the world is into their kid's life. Listen, if your
Well, but
child
it's
stood
their
at
life.
the
You
corner
have to
of
let them
42nd
do
and Broadway
their
in New York City with a microphone and said, hey, who's coming to the rave party tonight? Would that be snooping if you listened to them? Because that's what they're doing on Twitter and Facebook.
But Wendy,
they're publicly announcing
Well,
what
what about
where's the
a-
line there? I mean, if it's between, cleaning up their room a little more carefully so you can see what's going on versus getting into all of their intimate
because a
conversations
diary is a
between
private thing where people
They
put
may
their thoughts and
consider some of their
emotions.
Facebook.
I even told lies
They
in my
may
diary.
consider some of their Facebook to be just shared with their friends
It's
and
not
not
private.
party to,
The internet is
not
public,
party
public
to
to
your
the
parents.
world, and they need to learn that.
What about
And
email or text message, though?
No, you can't.
You can't go there,
no,
right?
you cannot
I don't
go
think
into
you
that.
can. So
Yeah.
Facebook and Twitter, you're saying that if your kids are involved with that, monitor it.
Yes.
But you're saying diaries, emails, and texts, which are private,
No,
those
I
are
didn't say
okay
that. No,
too?
I said if it's okay to go in their room and search and things like that. If you think they're on drugs, if you're trying to find out evidence that your child is on drugs, and I think this is different from sex and things like that, and just trying to find out about it. I think if you really think they're having a problem and their grades are falling and they're lying to you and you're trying to figure out how to get them help, you have a right because
And
they've already broken
they may be
that
on
trust.
death's doorstep. They literally might be that drastic.